Okay, I'm live again. Yay. Good. Here we go. Okay. Uh, the darn. Okay, so it is game and demos. Oh. There. What? Are you serious? I clicked on it. Thank you. Oh. Guide starts with ends with the guide ends with the E. Oops. And I spelled beginners wrong. There's. Okay. Update. Okay. Alright. Let's go. Begin the game. Let me make sure audio is on. It is. Good.
Hi there. Thank you very much for playing The Beginner's Guide. My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011. We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made.
Whoa.
It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way. And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment. But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level.
Yeah.
And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this?
Maybe nothing.
This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, it's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, you know, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since.
Damn.
And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at davey WREDEN@gmail.com.
Oh.
Okay, that's about it for introduction.
Okay.
Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
Loading. November 2008. Oh, excuse me.
Warning. Whisper machine active. Shift destruction imminent.
Okay.
This game is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
Okay.
Security call breached. Hostile alien life forms inbound.
It kinda looks like this game was abandoned mid-development.
Oh.
For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere, but then clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets. But ultimately we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Enemy force neutralized. Begin ship evacuation.
Oh, whoa.
I love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
Whoa. That's awesome. Oh my god, my cat just farted. Ugh. Ew, thanks cat. That's what I needed. I needed that. Thanks. What am I supposed to do here? Okay. Oh, fuck. Oh no. What's this? Oh. Oh, this is a maze.
Apparently this space station has a labyrinth on it.
I don't like mazes.
Sure, I don't know. There's
I don't
really
like
no
mazes,
reason for it that I've ever been
no.
able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Thank you.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the Whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Okay.
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That
Okay.
beam is powering the Whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam. It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
No. But I'll do it anyways. Well, dead.
Let me pause here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Okay. Oh, alright. Whoa. Whoa. What the? Oh my god. What the fuck?
The beam causes you to start floating. And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it.
Dude, look at
Like
that.
how small
look at that.
it makes you feel in the face
I
of
was
this
in that.
larger chaotic system.
So,
Or this floating could be the afterlife,
Oh,
a
wow.
peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
okay. Loading, November 2008. Whoa. Wait.
Yep. In this game, you can only walk backwards.
Are you serious? No. No. I can only walk back backwards. Are you serious? That's so dumb. No, okay. But the future...
So it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative. It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Coda's trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
Whoa. Good. Okay. Oh god, I have to go this way. And then... Oh, this is hard. Go backwards. Hey, can we go forward now, please? What? Oh my god, are you serious? Did I just go back? I went the wrong way. There. The future was always behind her. Will she ever find the strength? God. What? To confront
it's a short little thought. It says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that. Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
Okay. Yeah, why does he abandon these games, though? I don't understand that part. I don't get it. You are now entering.
And that's it.
That's it?
Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
Okay. December 2008.
Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games.
What the fuck?
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
Whoa, I can't move. I'm not moving that fast now.
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Oh. Stand on X. Sure. Game only passed. You must address the rally group of eager porters. A stranger appears.
A room that's warm and nice and filled with little ideas.
A game where you collect items, except the game automatically quits when you collect them all. Oh my god. Game of only motivational calls. Played one after another, while the player cannot move.
Or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant
start
and
in a small room.
Person,
but you realize you can walk through the walls.
It can be a very slow climb to get there.
That's cool. Ready, set, fish. What? Okay. Well. Okay.
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
Close. Open. And then close. Hey!
Don't forget that solution, because we're going to see this puzzle again soon.
Oh,
we're going to see it a lot.
Okay.
So that seems to be it, right?
That's it?
You walk down a corridor, you solve a puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. Alright, now I'm going to modify the game again, so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Whoa! What the fuck? What?
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world. Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player. So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
Damn. Dude. They're not exiting.
Aha. So, this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the Stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
Okay then. March 2009. Great and Lovely Descent. Okay then.
Let's talk about video game development for a second. Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development.
The Street Wise
To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well.
I want to go to the stairs first.
The tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games.
I guess I can't, never mind.
Notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Let's go. Whoa, no! I don't like these ones. No! 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 The hell am I supposed to do? Okay, okay. I can do this. Okay. God. Oh no! I'm falling! That's not good. Okay. Oh. I don't fail if I... Okay. Cool. I thought I was going to fail and that was it. I'd never be able to do it again. Okay. I have a feeling I wasn't supposed to do that. Oops. The other guy is not talking now. And there's like something around. Okay, so can't go there. Nothing. Nothing. Those are what pigs are kept in, aren't they? Oh, come on, no! Fine. What was that noise? Okay. Whoa. No? Oh, right here.
This prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go. If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
Yeah, thank you. Oh.
This is something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There wasn't.
Wow. Must have hurt his feelings, dude.
It's the puzzle again, with the exact same solution as the last time. There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
Okay. Good to know. Listen, speak, listen.
Here, Coda begins using a kind
of
dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities.
What's up there?
Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
There's a word above. You've been there. And to get to the puzzle with 2 doors and switches? 1, yeah. Fruit. Now please tell us how you solved it. Tell us the solution. Okay. You're saying it's the most important thing in the world. We have to escape this okay. Oh. Okay. This game is so cool.
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
Okay.
It's a lamppost. Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out. I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, You know, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
Okay. Oh. Was I supposed to touch that? I don't know. April 2009. The game is connected to the internet. As you walk around, you can leave notes. All notes you see are left by other players. Nice room. Not.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet.
How do you beat this game?
All of the notes that you're gonna see have been written by Coda.
Really?
This was actually the first game of his that I ever
played. No point to this.
This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this.
Oh my god, what?
It was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy trying to get his attention. I was over-enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually.
Can you guys hear me? Whoa, holy shit. I'm gonna read all of them, cause screw it. Hello! Is there more up there? Actually, hold on. Is there more up there?
Feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is gonna happen if you read all of them.
I know.
Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness.
Reasonable.
I see this person who's filled with thoughts,
everyone read this,
feelings and beliefs, and has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
I want to tell you a secret. Once upon a time, I did.
In playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt,
I'm king of the world.
Get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him.
Define fun.
This idea is really seductive to me.
Balls.
That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better.
How is there wooden grass and concrete here? What the fuck?
In-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally.
Oh my! Whoa, 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 whoa!
And then I feel less lonely
what the fuck? I just saw a flying penguin. Just let me tell you how majestic it was. Majestic thing I ever seen. I don't feel like living because nothing will ever be as majestic as that. I never want to see that again. I never want to see again. If nothing will ever be that beautiful again. I am crying now and I'm planning on ripping my eyes out. I must do that now. What the fuck? Hi Barry, apple pie. I am just, I don't know what I'm doing. Do not be afraid, do care. I'm gonna be weird and just read all these. This game is no nice. I would like it when I could. Okay, whatever. You feel like a hero yet? Oh, cabin, bro. We're out of space. Soon we will suffocate. It's dark. There are too many messages in this area. Why? Hey, I can type there. What? Over there, much must be wrong. I don't even know what you're talking about. It's not creepy, actually. In the world of full notes, one man will read all of them. This summer, you'll believe the blue bubbles can talk. What the shit is this cavern? I don't even know. Boring. Yeah, okay. God damn, I don't want to. You know what, I'm not reading all these. I changed my mind. Hey guys, looking for someone to talk with. I refuse to believe. But butt. I need to go to the frickin' bathroom. Recognize me, please. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna try. No, can't do it. Okay. I'm gonna try and see if I can get over here. I kind of want to see what those ones say, even if it's nothing important. Just look at all those. I want to see what they say. Also, I want to see if I missed any, which I know I have. And jump. Damn it, I can't do it. So wait a minute. He made them unreachable? Dude. He made them really unreachable in this game. Okay, let's go. Go back. Go back to the beginning. Not get beginning, but to the back to the door. Whee! Okay. Oh, there's more. Okay. Okay. Nothing here. Go back. Don't listen to that guy. A free t-shirt. Makes game. Includes door. Kinda open door. Thanks. Open sesame. Door how open? Need other side. Door why you so? Someday I'll meet the person who made this. I help people because the internal good feeling I get. Whoa! Okay, there we go. Now we're here. New room. You hear the chimes? They keep you going, don't they? I like very much to be desired. Welcome, congratulations. I don't know where to go with this. Also, all these were made by all these notes were left by the player, left by the creator of the game. Don't bother. Don't bother. Game where you leave notes and suddenly everyone's a poet. This is where I get. Okay, I'm not gonna read all of them. Stop. Turn back. Proceed further will only result in a misery. Take my hand. Let's jump together. Hell no. Cabbage shops our nation. Shapes our nation. What is that painting? Well, actually, it's not really scary yet. It just has a creepy atmosphere. I think I'm not. This is. Wait a minute. I think I'm this. Wait, what? Okay. Next time I will do better. I need someone to talk to. That's kind of sad. This is the developer who made this game saying it. This is a note. The developer made all these little notes. Don't listen to the other notes, okay? I'm not safe. Oh, okay. What the fuck was that? There was a sound. There's a sound in my goddamn ear and I don't like it. Today I learned something. Yeah? Aw, man! Ethical. I saw a person walking down there. Now I'll go back. Oh no. Devil. Okay. Maybe I'll feel real someday. Well, I'm here too now. Yeah, we're all here now. There must be a reason for it though. His terrible secret, he kept it well. I beat the game, no you didn't. More rooms?
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
Okay, now it's getting creepy now. Oh. Downward. Keep going.
In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
Whoa.
And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
Okay. I heard typewriting. Are you there? Please say something. It can be anything. I just need you to say something. Talk to me, please. Are you so much sick with talking? Speak, 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 speak. What the fuck just happened?
Okay, this one is tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Okay. This is okay, now it got really creepy now. Whoa, what's that? Wait, can I walk? Oh my gosh, I can walk on stuff. Hell yeah. Oh. Okay. Whoa, I'm in the well.
So, this is it. The whole game. And
that's
there's
it?
nothing that's particularly interesting about it.
Uh-oh.
You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Okay, what? It's gone. Look for out. Ought to go in the center of the room. Okay, now I'm along the room, or along the wall of the room. Okay. Table, you need a table. Who are you? What the fuck?
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake. So, okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
What? Hello, please walk forward. This will enable you to escape any prison environment. Follow the instructions carefully. Take care that you remember each step. First, click on this table. Oh, good. Go to the photo frame and click on it and turn it slightly. Wait, what? Now turn floor lamp in this room off and then turn it back on again. There's left side. Finally touch the shelves. What shelves? What shelves? What shelves? What are you talking about? Oh, these. That's it. It's in the real person escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to the prison. Okay. Return. Okay.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape.
What?
Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside.
What?
Let me just blink you real quick through a few more.
I'm confused.
You really unloaded on this prison.
Whoa.
There's nearly a dozen. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this. To see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison
upside
that I could
down.
be working on. But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop. That particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going. And then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
What? Not? Hello? Who is this? Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. You're me? So you were trapped in this prison too?
It's a conversation. And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind.
Yes, that was in the future.
Good advice from someone who knows.
That's where I am right now. Oh, I'm so glad to know that I can get out eventually. What's it like to escape?
All of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
You feel any different? Sometimes I feel I'm scared. I'll get out and then things will go Goes exactly the same as before. Oh, good. That's nice to hear. That makes me feel really happy. Wait, if you're me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? No, no. Then can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can find you. What do I have to do? One. What? That will free me? How does that work? It will make sense. Unsure about what? That's what you need to figure out to escape.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, it would be nice.
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Okay.
To me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the two doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
What? Well, my goodness. I'm glad as heck that you showed up. I thought I might have having to clean this entire house all by myself. And right miserable that would have been. Everyone knows lonesome kind
You'll notice that the quality of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Now, much nicer. That's the table I want to see. Now, can you please run into the bedroom and make the bed? Okay. Where's that at? Oh, okay. Oh. While you're there, why don't you straighten up on the rug a little bit? All the little details matter. Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? Well, I don't enjoy it as much as I need it. While I'm working, I feel kind of calm. The rest independent of my ribcage. My soul just can't be soothed any other way, it seems, which I guess is about all that matters. Oh, and that. Oh, that and a tidy couch. Would you straighten the pillows on the sofa, please? Out there? Oh dear, looks like someone spilled a drink by the couch. Maybe mop. Mop that up as long as you're over there. Making a compelled to share and critical keys of personal insight. You okay with that? Make it especially cheesy. Oh no. I break him? No. No, it was stupid. Sorry. Never mind. Aw. No! Let's do the dishes. Be washed. Okay. Last, I checked the tub needed cleaned. How about you scrub it down as best you can? No need to be perfect. We're all just human. It's not even that dirty. Just the books scattered on the floor of the bedroom. If so, would you put them... Bedroom. Oops, I went the wrong way. Perfect. Now, then how about you come to clean dishes? What? That's it?
This house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful. I know that Coda really liked this game. Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was, like, grossly happy all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
I like the music. It's so sweet. Yeah? Oh, I didn't like that. My bad. Housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. Books, would you please? Okay.
I'm glad he made this. I'm glad he found some peace.
The music is so nice. I love it. Question.
But, of
Do you
course,
enjoy
it can't
this?
last.
No!
The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave.
No, I don't want to leave. I don't want to
well.
leave. No, no,
Again,
no, 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 no,
You
no.
can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
Da, 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 da.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
Don't you love at members only price? What? Why did you come here today? Was it improve your life? Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationship more meaningful? No. You wanted to become perfect. This workshop's going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think that in your way? Gosh, it's so hard to read. Oh my god, slow down. Okay, whatever.
About halfway through the game, the perspective shifts.
What?
And you play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Oh, I can? Cool. Three.
I fell pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think about this game a lot these days.
Okay, now what?
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Stage. Okay, I'm going to the stage apparently. Oh, Jesus. Alright, the performance is beginning. Places, please. In this scene, you will be playing as me. We are gathering professionals. First, you start leaning out against a wall. Good, stay right there. So I'm gonna cross the room. In this chair is professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, succeed. Go on, say something to her. Hello. Hello? That's it? That's not a conversation. You need to actually converse with her. Be a human being. Do it again. No. That's not what I said to her. I said to her at all. Really missing the tone in the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment. I was confident. Maybe it's that you need to feel better out of setting. There was... What's this? Talk to her again, okay? Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna try something. I'm expecting something back from the stage. Whoa. Okay. Oh. Oh shit. Oh yes, now this is working. This is what I like.
Premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago,
where
it just becomes harder and harder to access Koda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do? After this, Koda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Oh, okay. What? Hey, it's the Whisper Machine. I hope I can't say anything. Okay, fine. I'll do it myself.
Open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. Oh. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna jump. Go over here. Okay, so that's number easier than just doing what I was doing. Okay. Go, 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 go. Yep, that's it. That's the truth.
Like I said, I was getting concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected?
We're going to be okay.
It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Koda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way. His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
Hello? Oh. That person, how lovely. It's been lost to talk to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. Oh no. What happened? Did something change? Okay, I'm not even gonna say what that looks like.
If the last game featured Coda talking
I can
explicitly
take you to
about
it,
his
but there's a
creative
problem.
frustrations,
It's a Garba's
this one turns it up to
puzzle.
11.
You can
Now,
help
put
yourself
in my
puzzle.
shoes playing this. Here's
Deal?
a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet,
whoa!
still,
I clicked
he keeps
3.
making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder, even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore.
I clicked 3
Why?
though.
What
I
is it
said. Perfect. Come along, I'll show it to you.
Because, from my perspective at the time, and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone,
recognize this.
not releasing them onto the internet.
Oh, wonderful.
And so, he didn't
know how to
have
do it? How you
anyone
do it?
outside of himself to connect with.
First, you have to open the
He had
door.
no outlet to ground himself on.
Now what? Not yet. Oh, that was so simple. Can't believe I never solved it before this.
It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
There's no machine here. Trust me, you'll see. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say the game development is simple and joyous and that you love it 100% of the time. Ah, that feels wonderful. What about it? Just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy. Keep going.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like video games are not
feels
worth
fantastic.
this amount of suffering. This is someone I really cared about, and I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me. I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything.
It's the prison! Holy shit, it's a prison!
I needed it more than I had ever needed.
Kerbal, that's it. I'm free, I'm fine.
To stop.
Oh, okay.
But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
Okay. Thank goodness. The machine. Ma'am, glad to see you arrived safely. We captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. Very good. She warned someone called the press, so we have to a bit of attention on this one. Okay. Oh my. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Whoa.
And of course, it's the machine.
You stopped. Their work was keeping us healthy. Only because of your equation that any of us could make it through every day. I've been so alone. Apologize for leaving me. Alright. Then I will apologize on your behalf. What? Two. We'll find a way to live without it. We don't need its games. Let us show it that we are not failures. Follow me, we'll destroy the machine. Follow me, we'll fall. Let's not destroy the machine, let's destroy the stuff it's created. I don't know what's happening. I'm kind of scared. Oh no! What? No! We're destroying his. I didn't realize this. We're destroying his game. I didn't realize that.
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation. And so, as I'm thinking this, I realized that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have
I don't think that was a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea, dude.
Would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
No, dude, it's not gonna help nothing. No! No, I like this room. No! I like this game. No! Jesus. Gosh, I can't even tell where I'm actually pointing. Oh, okay, I fell through the world.
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games.
I don't think I was supposed to fall.
That I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some
I think I broke the game.
Point, but they genuinely loved his work.
No.
There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Hi, machine. Some machine. Put your weapon down. No!
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need.
I can't even move. I only have the option to do this.
Good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something. I really felt like I'd done something good. Like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy. So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
This is the last game he's ever made. Damn. We've been here before. Maybe.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, The Tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game. This room actually has a maze in it. Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played, it actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Sure.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze?
Whoa.
The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on. The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that.
What if you are the problem, though, dude?
Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011, I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though, that was the thing. For years, I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't. I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left, and it felt somehow like I had failed.
Damn, dude, this game got deep.
Where did I screw up?
Dear Davey, thank you for your interest in my games.
I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I?
I need to ask you to stop, not to speak to me anymore. What'd you do?
I poisoned it for you. I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your
I wonder at times whether you think I was making these games for you.
It felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
You were so infected by my...
The people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
You've so infected my personal space that it's possible I did begin to plant solutions in my work somewhere hidden between games. There's one answer, and meaning it wouldn't make you any happier. Would you stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes? giving them something that is not yours to give, violating the on one boundary that keeps me safe. Will you stop changing my games? Stop adding lampposts to them. Damn, dude. So it wasn't Coda adding lampposts. It was Davey, or what do you call him? The guy who was talking. Would you simply let them be what they are?
I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
When I'm around you, I feel physically ill. You desperately need something, and I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. Stop struggling to make up with new ideas. It's not making me depressed. Low points are just of the process. Just part of the process. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. I realize this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine. You're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks and that you make peace with this thing you're wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
When you finally see what I am talking about, don't say anything.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work, is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry.
Damn.
I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was.
God. I just realized.
I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself.
I just realized.
Please.
Oh god, I'm gonna get squished between these. Oh god.
And all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
That's great. Wow, nice. Okay. Epilogue.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
I guess I gotta go in it. This does make me feel really sad.
Solution.
Whoa. How did it even work?
I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed.
What?
Maybe he just likes making prisons.
Okay. Okay, dude. You made a really bad decision to say that he... You don't even... sorry, I'm getting angry now. I had someone do that, and that pissed me off. Even though I do have depression, but like sometimes when I'm making something and it looks like I have problems or something like that,
even
I'm not
now,
depressed at that
the
moment.
disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
I don't know. Oh.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like. What now?
I don't know.
I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm just gonna...
It's gone. No, never mind. Oh, there goes my talking buddy. Well, now I have to be the commentator now. Yay, whatever, I don't care. I'm gonna go through all these because why not? Can't run. I know you can't run at all in this game anyways. Games. Not game. Oh. Oops. I made a mistake going down there. Eh. Oh. What? Oh. These games are so pretty. They just have a like somber, just I don't know, really beautiful vibe. Isn't the light, the beam from the beginning? Not beginning, but when we were in the space thing, spaceship or something like that, or in space. I'm going up. Going up. What the fuck? What the hell? What? Whoa. Dude. This would have been a cool game. All that.
Turn back.
Or R.
Turn back from this cave.
Dakota was not actually his name.
You said, let me prove that I'm brave. Let me keep going. But the cave goes for miles and miles and miles. And you're so tired. But I know that you're strong. So turn back. Turn back.
Wow. That was the beginner's guide. That was very cool. I like that. That was awesome. Was there an option? I like the sound. Well, that was the beginner's guide. I'm pretty much done for now, so let's go raid somebody real quick. Because I'm kind of done playing at the moment. On. Fork is on. She's on VR chat. Let's go give her some love. Wow, that was really good. And raid.